Hi, DJ Tina here, host of HMTV Canada E-Zine. On the phone with me today is Barbara Schenker of the band Viva. Oh my God, Barbara, a very talented, incredible woman who's developed her entire life to making music and with many new musical projects on the works right now. I'm very impressed by both Schenker Sisters and Viva. I understand your brother Rudolph is the founder and plays with the Scorpions. I have their entire CD collection. They happen to be one of my favorite bands from the 80s. And they're still getting airplay on our local Q107 station in Canada today. And your brother Michael used to play with UFO and then formed the Schenker group, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely right. 100 points so far.
Okay. I read from your MySpace page that you don't like to discuss music and thought, oh no, I thought I'd ask you today if it's okay if we talk a little about your musical projects and the topic making the music.
Oh, absolutely. It was a tiny bit of a joke, but it meant basically that I don't like to tear apart a piece of music, you know. But talking about music in general, absolutely no problem, rock and roll.
What motivates you to inspires you to write songs and you write about past experiences you have gone through life?
Actually, I'm a very cheeky fellow. I don't really go very, very deep because I think it's all been done. So I try to see the humor side and whatever comes into my silly head, I just go for it. But it's more like music is more important than the words.
What Schenker Sisters? We see a lot of more of your talents come into play with lyrics, guitars, keyboards, and rock and roll will be available to buy soon on the market.
Yes, it's set to go as fast as I had it in mind. It's a complex thing because Viva, the silly heads who make a big mess and blah blah blah. But you know what? I think I'm not the only one who's got the problem that things don't always go as fast as you would like to. But what I can do, that is on the ball, yes.
What instrument do you like to play better, the keyboards or the guitar?
Nowadays, the guitar, totally. Of course, I started with keyboards, but keyboards it's good because it is a tool. But playing live, guitar, yeah, that works.
Do you like making music better than playing live concerts?
Actually, I'm preparing right now to play live, and it's in any number, in any kind of number possible, and I hope soon to do a test ride in London. I just think so today to check out some venues. So that's what I'm doing right now. Writing more stuff and preparing for life.
I really dig I Want to Be in Love and Crazy in Love. These songs are very catchy. And is that track creating a buzz on radio currently?
Yeah, that's the next thing I have to do. It's, you know what, that the whole thing is so complex because we are in the turn of the market. Not only the world is upside down, the whole music market is upside down. And MySpace, okay, it goes to a certain extent, but then you have to go further. And that's exactly the next thing I'm dealing right now with, to get it out of MySpace to the next step. Testing, MySpace is a good testing ground, but that's right in the big pot of making right now, like a big pot of soup. Yes.
When you travel to the USA for tours or shows, do you take your pet budgie with you?
You know what? I have found fantastic neighbors because for a long time I didn't travel much because of the pet budgie. I tried to be clever and go against the law because Britain is very strict with I forgot the word, what it's called. You have to quarantine a budgie when you come back and all that crap. So basically, I given up on this. I smuggled him out, the other one, about 3 times. But now I've found a good neighbor that I can trust, and the budgie stays here. It's my turn to rock and roll without budgie. but I've just been, as I said, to venues today in London, and I've been on the famous King's Road, and the budgie was, of course, with me. And you know what? I had so many laughing people around me that I couldn't believe there's a budgie in the back with a rock chick.
Oh, that's funny. How does your budgie react when you make music? And is he your mascot?
Well, the sad thing is, I had a budgie for 5 years that was like so tame, that was unbelievable. The new one is only 3 months. It's only 3 months old, doesn't speak yet, and is very shy. So the one I used to have, you know what? When I play I Want to Be in Love, the budgie is normally very quiet, this new one, but then he starts, so he must love the song. So I passed the budgie test. I Want to Be in Love. That's cool, huh?
That's cool. Like all artists who like to create art, do you have a favorite place or you like to escape that helps bring inspiration to music?
Yeah, I did it. I mean, I've been traveling a lot to San Francisco during the last year, and I came to a conclusion that actually a place doesn't matter. A place doesn't matter, and I would say actually I've got a home studio, and I'd say the best place is the home place because all my technical equipment is there, and I have not forgotten this or that or the other to make it perfect, you know. Mm-hmm. So the most important thing is that you just be able to practice, pick up the instrument, whatever you start to write a song with, and no, at home I'd say the best because I've got all my equipment right here, and that's cool. But you know what? Yesterday I was doing the practicing for my life, and suddenly I get sound out of the microphone. So I quickly call my ex-boyfriend who's a sound engineer and say, "Oi, there are ghosts in my microphone." So he started to explain to me why this is and blah blah blah. So you know, I've got even the right people around me who's it was just a bit of a joke, by the way.
My favorite places are the woods where I can get my dog and take him for walks and get inspired to paint and draw. It's cool.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm doing? I've got a miniature, MP3 player, a miniature, and but mine's got a microphone in there, and I've got it always with me, and as soon as I've got an idea, like a line of a lyric or whatever, I immediately take it and sing it on there, and I've got a whole collection of ideas that basically are just there for waiting to pick up, and to be developed into proper song. Blah 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 blah.
Animals are excellent for listening to music and bringing out ideas, and they tell you what they like.
Yeah, they're shameless.
That's nice, eh? Yeah, for sure. I understand that you founded Viva has made a comeback with a new lineup. Barbara, yourself, Schenker keyboards, Mark Pagani vocals, Pete Southern guitars, Leon Lawson guitars, Rickle Walsh on drums, and Gil Herm Ghost bass. Do you miss the former lineup of Viva or still keep in touch with them?
That's a super question because, well, you know, like a band, some history, with all, it's like a marriage, and it's got a dirty past. This gangster of guitarist who came in, we allowed him to play with the band last. He's now the criminal who tries to sell deals behind our back, and that's why everything is upside down right now. But at the same time, that brought the singer and me together again, because about 4 months ago, I just sent the singer to the moon and say, never come back.
Oh.
So it's absolutely upside down right now. And the Pete Southern you just said, he suddenly just disappeared to Japan. So it's a nice mixture of nice stories to tell. But right now I'm concentrating totally on Schenker's sister, and whatever happens with Viva, can be everything or nothing. It's in the book of question marks.
Oh, okay, I understand. Who completes the amazing artwork and graphics for Schenker Sisters and Viva? Who?
Well, Schenker Sister, I've got so many fans on MySpace. They all come up with all these brilliant things. Sometimes I'm doing it, but therefore MySpace is brilliant. And for Viva, in the past, the albums were painted, hand painted, and they become the album cover. So basically, in the actually, I can say it's fans who are hooked on the idea of Schenker Sister or Viva, who get just so inspired that they say, "Hey, look what I've done here." And then they show me, and I'm blown away all the time.
That's awesome to have that. That's cool.
That is cool. That's super cool.
Right. I like the design of your main website, www.tankfilthhounds.net/Viva. When do you hope to have your main website, Schenker Sisters, completed?
It's in work, and when it's completed, I guess in about 3 weeks or so.
Wow.
So I'm working on it, but sometimes it's crazy because I have lists and lists and lists lying around. What's first, what's next, and the list, what else list I had today? Don't forget the interview. And sometimes my head tries to explode, and then I quickly put my guitar on, and that cools me down again, because that is the therapeutic point of the music thing. It's not just producing for being on the market. No, it's therapy for my own sake, basically, not to go insane.
Oh, okay. It makes a lot of sense, really. What are your goals, things you want to do, or plans for making music in the new year coming up?
Okay. There are lots of things that I said, written down, because I want to have certain dates, and then we had a summer pause where nobody is there, basically. But I've got a total plan, a major plan, who I want to have a deal with, and what the special thing is that I want to convince them. I've got one deal that I've been talking about earlier, but I don't really want to mention it again until it's done and dusted. There is a certain design gone out to America, and when I've got it in my hand, then the next time I'm going to talk about it. And then the next thing is I want to play live, that like there's no tomorrow. And that, as I said before, it's a certain idea that I have, which means I can play on my own, totally, complete with sound and everything and excitement, and it has to be done with a band as well. Whatever the circumstances of the shows are, because nowadays, you know yourself, you can have a support act, which they want to have as little equipped as possible, so it's easy to quickly blah 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 blah. And so I want to be able to play in any kind of venue. That's my next big goal, and of course having the CD ready so I can sell my project. The whole package, basically.
Okay. Before we wrap up our interview, do you have any last words?
Oh yeah, I have a last word. That's my favorite anyway, because I'm cheeky. My last word is I'm really looking forward to the 18th of October, because it will be one of those rare moments when all three Schenkers will be in London, because Scorpions are playing and my brother Michael is playing, and I will be there. And it is really, really a rare moment that three of us are at the same place. And maybe even I will go with them on stage to play live. Three of us together, it has never been, and it will be a first. But that's up to the moment, if it's happening or not. But that's my last word. Hooray!
Wow, that's something, eh?
Hey, yeah.
For sure. Thank you, Barbara, for allowing our HMTV Canada Easing to interview you. You rock.
I thank you very much. You do too.
Thank you, Barbara. And take care of that budgie, eh?
Hey, you and your dog. What kind of dog do you have, anyway?
I have a Yorkie Terrier.
Okay, and name is?
Benson.
Benson rocks. Here we go. Rock more.
Thank you, Barbara.
Okay. All right, you know.
Bye.